Today, we're going to build a post-sale tracker to manage active client onboarding. This isn't a CRM or lead tracker. It's for tracking delivery after the client says yes. You'll see, as you can see, I have rows 1 and 2 filled out. Rows 1 are the headers. I have client name, start date, who it's assigned to, the onboarding status, the next step, when that next step is due, if it's completed, and then a few notes. In row 2, I have all the sample client information, her name, when she started, the team member it's assigned to, the next step, when that's due, and then a few notes of what we've started so far. So in column D, the onboarding status shows where each client is in your delivery workflow. And what we're going to want to do here is make it a dropdown. So I'll go ahead and highlight the rows I need to highlight. We'll go to data validation. We'll add a rule, and we want to make it a dropdown. It's already populated, and then we're going to fill in our options. The first option is not started. The second one will be in progress. I hit add another item, waiting on client. We'll add one more, complete. Once you do that, you click done, and now you'll be able to click where you are in the process. Very simple. And to help us out here, we're going to add some color. Color makes this easy to scan. You'll see instantly who's stuck, who's moving, and who's done. And we're going to do it right here in client onboarding. So you go ahead and select your rows. You go to format, conditional formatting. And for the format cells, you want to say text is exactly. So that's right here. And then the value of formula, you want to put in the 4 drop-down options we just populated. So complete, we can make it green. Then we'll add another rule. We'll do the same thing as exactly. We'll make this waiting on client. And you make that a different color. We can make it a yellow. Done. And you add another rule. Is exactly not started. You can make that maybe a reddish color. The fill, not the text. So hit done. And the last rule will be for is exactly in progress. You can make that one a light blue. Now this column is set up. I'll go ahead and move over to column G, which will be the completed column. And what I want to do is I want to add a checkbox so we can quickly mark when the client is onboarded. So again, we'll want to go ahead and highlight the amount of cells we need. You just go to insert and then scroll down here to checkbox, and you'll see that there's a checkbox for you to check when they're completed. One of the last things we'll do is in column F. We'll go ahead and add some conditional formatting that highlights overdue tasks, which are any due date that passed but isn't complete, and make it turn, in this case, we'll pick red. So we'll do here, we'll go ahead and pick the number of, highlight the rows we need in the column. We'll go to format conditional formatting, and we're going to do a formula here, a custom formula. And that formula is going to be, that, which basically we'll look at column G, which is the checkbox, and see if it's completed or not. And if it is, it'll leave it alone. And if it's not, it'll fill it with a red. So now this is done. This is pretty much set up, guys. We'll go ahead and we can add some filters so that you can make it easy to sort. So this will allow you to just be able to pick who you want to sort by, assigned to, the onboarding status, any due dates you have coming up. That completes it. This tracker keeps every client moving after the sale. It's clean, shareable with your team, and replaces expensive onboarding tools. If you want this template, just comment onboarding and we'll send it right over to you. Thanks for watching.